Hello! Royal here again with another Possum Paw Prints. I'm glad to see you back. Today's episode is going to be all about my personal top 10 favorite suit makers. There was no specific criteria for this. Just I went to look at their style, their customer service. There was a lot of factors that involved. And it was either personal preference that I've used before, or I just really love their suits. Or in the case of a couple of them, I wouldn't mind getting a suit from them myself. So in no particular order of least favorite to most favorite, we're going to start off this list with Beast Cub. Most of you know Beast Cub. She's pretty big in the fandom and her suits are exquisite. They can range from about $2,200 for just a half suit, which depending on maker to maker is different. I believe for them includes head, paws, tail, and maybe arm sleeves, but you'd have to check on that one. All the way up to $10,000 plus for her quad suits. My dream. If you're interested in getting a suit from Beast Cub, as long as it's an artistic Liberty suit, you can get it at any time of the year. However, her custom suits are only open in August and only for a very short time. So if you're interested, go check her out. I'll leave the link to her website below, and she's definitely worth just looking at the gallery at all the beautiful fursuits. Next on our list is Skypro. Skypro is headed by Deanna, or Inno, the maker of the Dutch Angel Dragons. Their suits can range from a basic plantigrade suit at $2,200 all the way up to $4,500 plus for a Dutch Angel Dragon. The reason for this is Dutch Angel Dragons have so much more detail to them, including the extra feathers, the wings, the more material for the bigger ears, and there's so much more planning that goes into those as well. Currently, Skypro doesn't offer anything lower than a plantigrade suit, but their work and their prices are well worth it. Next on my list is DVC, otherwise known as Dream Vision Creations. They're not a suit maker per se, although I do believe they used to make suits in the past. Mostly right now, what they do is they sell pieces for fursuits. So if you want some resin claws, boom, DVC. If you want resin jaw sets, boom, DVC. How about head bases? Foam, resin, you got it. Eyes, LEDs, silicone parts like tongues or paw pads. DVC is definitely the place to go. I have several suits of my own and several suits that have been commissioned from me that I've used DVC parts, and I can always say that their quality is excellent and their customer service top notch. So if you're looking for just pieces to make a fursuit, definitely go with DVC. Next on my list is a small company called Otter and Daughter. Now, I've recently learned that they are no longer called Otter and Daughter and are now called WaterDogWharf. Apparently, the otter in Otter and Daughter went his own way, so the daughter continued making fursuits, and now calls herself WaterDogWharf. Her suits are still beautiful, though. Last I checked, her light partials ran just under $1,000, and her full suits just under $2,000. But those prices may have changed because I could only find a little bit on her Twitter page. So I'll leave a link to her Twitter page below, and you can go ahead and contact them. I believe it's through email, though. So up till now, all the suit makers that I have mentioned were based in the United States. For the rest of you furries that are across the world, there's an Aussie suit maker, Lazy Lupe, that makes beautiful suits. I absolutely love her style. They have a Twitter, a YouTube, and a Fur Affinity, and I'll leave links to all that below in the description. Right now, she only does toonie. She doesn't do any realistic or semi-realistic. And her prices range from about $700 USD for a head, which is about 1,000 Australian dollars, to $2,100 for a full digigrade suit, which is about 3,000 Australian dollars. Go check her out. She's definitely worth it. Now, for all my furry friends up in Norway, I have one for you. Templa Creations. I'll leave a link to their page below, but if you're interested in ordering from them, from my research I could find, their heads start around $1,100 USD and go up to digigrade suits, which is around $3,500 USD. I give you shagpoke. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. Currently, they don't take any commissions, but I've seen their work and it's absolutely beautiful. You can, however, buy pre-made tails from them on their Etsy, which I'll leave a link below. Alright, another US-based guy here, Kill Kodu, and I really hope I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. But they do everything from like little Fasona backpacks all the way up to full plantigrade suits. And their prices aren't bad either. A full plantigrade will only cost you about $2,300, but you better check and make sure that doesn't include shipping, because it probably does. And last on our list, Fur Happens. Now I've seen tons of their suits, whether at MFF, at fur meets, or on the internet, and I had no idea that these suits belong to these people. But they are amazing, and I've been admiring them for quite some time. Now, it doesn't look like they're taking commissions right now. I couldn't find any information on it. If you do, please leave a comment. But even just to go look at their suits, I highly recommend checking them out. Alright, that'll do it for another episode today. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Bye-bye.